And more breaking news, the Cook County State's attorneys dropping charges against Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son. You remember Hood was accused of encouraging her son to shoot a man, but video that recently surfaced shows Jeremy Brown yelling and attacking Hood inside a Southside restaurant. Before the shooting, activists had argued that the actions were self-defense.
All the charges against the Chicago mother and her 14-year-old son in the shooting death of another individual have been dropped. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach the 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like my channel, like my content, and what I do here, you can support me with a link in the description box. Everything is appreciated. And let's talk about this. This is a follow-up to a story. Obviously, I put out a video yesterday. This is a developing story. And if you watched the first part, you know what's going on here. I mean, this has been national news. But a mother who was in a food establishment got in an argument with another person in there. That other person struck her, and her son, who came to the doorway of the facility, shot the man who was assaulting his mother. Now, they originally charged both the son and the mother with first-degree murder, along with the other slew of charges, based on information. And one of these perspectives in that information was the fact that he followed the man out into the parking lot and shot him in the back the second time. Then there was a witness who claimed that the mother told the son to shoot her. And this was the girlfriend of the victim. Well, what has happened since is that the charges have been dropped. Period. All charges have been dropped. And for the sake of prudence and clarity and to be thorough, let's go ahead and watch this to get some detail. All right, you heard that and you saw that. Now, of course, the usual grifters are out in force, looking for their little 15 minutes from this thing. I'm going to play just one section of this clip because I actually watched the whole thing, and I want you to listen to this guy here.
You know, let me first just say that I am disheartened that people were there, especially men that were there, that watched this happen. And it had to be a 14-year-old boy to save his mother. Where are we as a community if situations like this can happen and a woman can be severely attacked and no one does anything? There were several people in the establishment and everyone said it wasn't their problem and they backed up.
Now, why didn't other people get involved? Well, it's situations like this that caused them to not get involved.
The Marine veteran accused in the deadly subway chokehold has just turned himself in.
He's expected to be formally charged by the Manhattan DA. This is video of Daniel Penny just surrendering moments ago to the 5th Precinct in Chinatown.
Sometimes sticking your neck out is not worth it for whatever reason. And on top of the fact, they don't know whether this other person had a knife or a gun or anything else. Now, the charge has been dropped, and here's my perspective. And I've said this repeatedly. I said it in my first video and so forth. The first shot was perfectly justified. That's self-defense. Okay? That is self-defense. When somebody brings imminent danger or deadly force to you or someone else, you can use deadly force. And now they say equal, but you can escalate it to prevent that. That first shot was absolutely justified because that idiot could have killed that woman punching her. That's justified. What is not justified is him following him out into the parking lot and shooting him while he was basically retreating. He shot him in the back, which means his back was to him. That is not justified. Now, so far, from what I understand, the witness is the only one claiming that the mother told the son to shoot her. So that has not been clarified. I don't think it ever will be now that the charge has been dropped. But we have to go back to the beginning. And once again, this is based solely on information that we have from the video. What caused the son to come to the doorway of that establishment with a gun in his pocket? She must have tipped him off. She must have let him know that something was going on in there to bring him to the doorway. Once again, we'll probably, if, as they claimed in the beginning, was text messaging, then we should be able to get phone records very easily to see exactly what transpired and what information was being passed back and forth. But right off the jump, and I'm going to clarify this and repeat it, the first shot that was taken was perfectly justified. That's self-defense. Okay? That's using deadly force to basically equal or escalate deadly force that's being done to yourself or to another person. That's law. But when they went outside and shot again as a person is retreating, that is not self-defense. And there are cases where that has been proven, and people have been convicted on that, escalating after the threat has been technically diminished or removed. But one thing I'm going to put in here and bring up is now the mother is suing. I'm not sure who she's suing or for what she's suing for, because they're not being very clear on this, because it's kind of funny how quickly this happened. But I'm going to play you this little snippet of this clip, and I'm going to come back.
Again, I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Take your time, Alicia. Yes, take your time. Take your time, baby.
That's it. Yeah, I know.
It's all right, Color. It's all right, baby. You're strong.
It's okay.
You're strong.
Oh, Jesus.
You're strong.
Okay, all right. I didn't see a tear. Okay, she's crying. Don't see a tear. Just saying. But this is truly a case in a very, very gray area. Very gray area. And unfortunately, I think it's unfortunate. Now, everybody's rushing to the situation to say it's perfectly justified. The 14-year-old's a hero. On and on and on and on and on. Okay. But these are the same people who will turn right around and say that Daniel Penny should go to prison for what happened with him and Jordan Neely. Just saying, right? But I will address one thing. And I've said this before. If you want to have a debate, I'm open to debate. But when you put stuff like this, and you can't even back your own position, social media has just really generated a bunch of social degenerates when it comes to debate, intellect, logic, and facts. If you can't debate the position, don't say nothing. But if you want to debate, I'm all in for it. You want to have an open debate about the subject? Cool. But if this is the best you can do, this is not the place for you. Just saying. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.